Mom, move over something.
Hi, everybody.
There you go. You're always over there. I'm warning you. Hey, guys. Hey, Star fam.
Hi, Star family.
How are we doing? Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
We are back with another review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Black Lavender. I'm ready for this mess. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to...
What?
Did you do that?
And drop it like that.
Oh, gosh. Forgive me, my mother has just discovered TikTok, so she's doing every dance on there now. Drew, this is your fault. This is your fault. So basically, my mom and I are going to briefly talk about the episode. We're going to give our thoughts, and then we're going to get into you guys' thoughts. But before we do, look at here. Look at here. Oh, boy, look at here. We have another giveaway, but double.
Okay.
How about you hold one? How about that?
Okay.
Double the giveaway. Dossier was kind enough to send me two. Thank you, Vanna. Thank you, Vanna. 2 more perfumes to give away to a lucky Nikki.Star TV subscriber. The first scent that we have is Floriental Almond. Right here. Wait, I didn't say open that yet.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. We have Floriental Almond. This is what it looks like. Right here. Oh, hold on. There we go. Floriental Almond. All right, and the top notes for this one is almond and peach. The middle notes are orris, orange blossom, tuberose. The base notes are tonka, bean, vanilla, and cocoa.
Okay.
Let's smell this one. I think this is the one that I liked. Or was it Floriental, the other one? This is Floriental. Oh, hold on.
Oh, did you spray it?
I did. Oh, wait, we got to get into it.
Oh.
Do it one more time. Oh, this is
Beautiful. It's nice.
Yeah, it's giving me YSL.
It's nice and it's
light. It's giving YSL, their latest fragrance. Definitely, if you walk through the Bloomingdale's perfume section, you will smell that scent. You will smell. That's exactly what it's giving. If you are somebody who likes Floriental Almond, this one is for you. Our next perfume is this one. Thank you, Vanna. Yeah. The one you're trying to take, which is Floriental Brown Sugar. Brown sugar, babe. I get tired of the love. I don't know how to behave. Floriental Brown Sugar. The top notes for this one is bergamot, raspberry. Thank you, Vanna. Hold on. If you're going to hold it up like this so they can catch it right there. This is Floriental Vanilla. Oh, no. Wait, this is the wrong one. Oh. Pray for me. Floriental Brown Sugar.
Oh, excuse me.
We didn't rehearse. The top notes are bergamot, raspberry, pear. The middle notes are jasmine, orange blossom, brown sugar. The base notes are patchouli, amber, and vanilla.
Okay, what's patchouli?
You know, I don't know. Mom, let's smell test. Oh, I like this. I like Floriental Brown Sugar.
I like the other one better, but this is a nice scent. This is
another one that smells like Gucci Flora.
Yeah, because we're just out on a date.
Oh, okay. All right, so this is a date night perfume. I would wear this to like a nice outdoor brunch. Nice. That's what it's giving, like a nice, because it smells like Gucci Flora. So when I think of Gucci Flora, I think of like, you know, the garden, like going to a garden festival, Wonderland. That's what
it's
outside. A brunch garden festival.
At a pool party.
Pool party. Absolutely not, girl. Absolutely not. Anyway, I said all that to say I kind of like this one, but this happens to me every time. I said all that to say if you are interested in either the Floriental Almond which is this one right here, or the Floriental brown sugar. I will say this, brown sugar is a bit more sweet than Floriental almond. So if you're a sweetie like me, Floriental brown sugar will work for you. That's
brown
why,
sugar, baby.
I guess high of the love, I don't know how to behave. So if you're a sweetie like me, this one is for you. Floriental almond does give more of a almond musk kind of flavor. So if you're not like a
musk, and I don't like no musk.
You don't know what musk means, girl.
Yes,
you're not
I
a
do.
Perfume girl. You're not a perfume girl.
Anyway,
no, you're thinking of musty because you're thinking of musty because that's what the Black community uses. When people says smell outside. They smell like outside. That's not what this is. Anyway. Oh God, Dossier, please. Let's continue to work together. I'm sorry, my mother is new. My mother is new. Anyway,
no, you put that narration on that shit. It's a musk.
Mom, musk. It's actually a scent used in making perfume. You're new here. Thank you.
No, I'm not new.
Act accordingly.
For perfumes.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
If you don't, musk is in that.
No, I'm not.
Anyway, I can't believe this is happening. Oh my God. Anyway, if you are interested in trying any of the perfumes that I just put out there, please make sure you let me know in the comment section. Let me know which one you want. I'm a sweetie, so brown sugar may be for you. Let me know in the comment section which one you want. You have to be following and subscribe to NikkiStar TV. Also, hit me up on Instagram. Let me know what flavor you would like as well. And your girl is now on TikTok at Nikki.Star.
Oh my
so
goodness.
let me know in the comment section over there. And I'll put everything up here so you guys can see where to reach me. Call me, beat me if you want to meet me. Let me take down my beat.
In the world?
That is a cartoon from my generation. Thank you. So all of my information up here, my TikTok is at the top. So if you want to, if you really want any of these scents, just let me know. I will be picking the winner on July 7th, and I'll send it out to you shortly after that. So that is all the information for Dossier. Let me know. Remember, you gotta tag me. You gotta tag me and let me know the scent that you want here on YouTube, Twitter. Not Twitter, please don't get me on Twitter. There's a lot going on over there right now. But here on YouTube, Instagram, and TIK TOK. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Vanna White. Ciao. Yes. Thank you so much. Now, let's get into this review.
My pleasure.
Let's get into this review. Oh, we got a super chat. Okay. From Rye on Rajay. Thank you so much. Said, love your live chats. You and Momma Star look great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my love.
Thank you. Oh, let me make sure. We got Rye on Rajay. Lauren said, I'm so glad I caught this live. I need to take my mind off the snake I saw at work today. Those are literally my biggest fear. Listen, I'm dealing with salamanders over here. Keep me in your prayer. And spiders that I've never seen before. Why are spiders so big in Atlanta? I don't know, but yes, I will. You keep me in your prayers and I will keep you in mind. Hey, Kamisha. Kamisha say, hey, I'm here for Momma Star. I haven't watched the episode yet. Look at you. Look at you. Hey! El Michelle said, hello, beauty. So happy to see you both.
So
Thank
happy
you so much
for you to be here. Love you guys.
Oh, all right. Missy said, why are you being so shady today?
I'm being shady.
Missy said, oh, I love Dossier. Thank you so much, Missy. Please make sure you let me know which one you want. It's Latasha said, I love a bergamot. It's my favorite note. I like bergamot used in body washes. Oh yeah, it is a good scent.
You know, the bergamot kind of like threw me off because I only know that for hair grease.
I'm totally going to have to do another commercial. Like it's just, I'm going to have to do another one. It's just, they're not going to accept this. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Oh, Missy said, I have the brown sugar one and it definitely gives date night.
And what did I tell you?
So
what did I tell you? What did I tell you?
It's so sweet. Hey, Tracy. Tracy said, OMG, hey, Momma Star.
Hey, Tracy. Hi, my love.
And Tracy posted your TikTok.
Woo!
Yeah, she's doing all that over there. Hey, None Your Business. None Your Business said, hey, Momma Star, and hey, Nikki.
Hey, Nugget Business.
I love how like this is becoming your channel now. It's hey second. Hey, Momma Star. What's up, Nikki?
Hey, Nikki.
Hi. That's
We
how
got
I
a
feel.
super chat.
Hi, Nicole. We got this one from
Okay.
Ryan Rajay.
Okay.
Drewski said, yes, Nikki, come through with the impossible thing. Thank you. That's what I was singing. I'm impossible.
Great job.
Yeah, because you didn't watch me. See, I'm over there watching all these cartoons on Nickelodeon. What's Nickelodeon or Disney? One of them. But shout out to Noggin. Shout out to Nickelodeon. Shout out to Disney. Y'all raised me. Y'all raised me.
Lies.
Hey,
Lies.
I am Rachel. I am Rachel said, Nikki, I love your hair. Thank you. Your coils and curls are hydrated and frizz-free. Please drop your hair routine soon. I absolutely will. I've come to the conclusion that this is what my hair is just going to look like till I get braids again because
What about my
Atlanta
phone?
won't let me be great. I am Rachel shouted out me.
Wow.
Can I get some shout outs on my channel? Everybody shouting you out. Don't be jealous. Share. This is my TikTok. Thank you so much, Tracy.
Become my friend, Tracy. So that send me a friend so I can follow you. Because I had my other daughter, she had stopped me from following people because let me tell you, they had
you were following everybody.
And it was some stuff coming up. But follow me and I'll follow you.
Janae Jennings said Momma Star is a vibe. She absolutely is. Yes, Disney. Thank you, sub people. I forgot that she sang the theme. Oh, she has done so much.
Ooh, Christina,
so much in
Milana.
Christina Milian.
So
much in our childhood. We got to give her flowers.
Yes.
We got to give her flowers. New Mommy D said, I miss it. What brown sugar? I'm trying to smell good on date night. Oh, it's a dossier brown sugar scent. I'm doing another giveaway. Don't worry. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do another one. Separate from this one because I'm going to get this last one from Kiki Q who said, hey, Nikki. Hi, Momma Star.
Hi, my love.
Hey, babe. And we're going to get into
Let's get into it.
The review. Okay. So this episode, in this episode, we see Marlo and Sheree, Sheree and Kandi, they all go to a steam room and they just get into a shouting match about how Kandi is not a good friend to them. This is what I'll say about that, right? Because they're both saying how she's not a good friend. But I'm like, you guys expect her to be this friend to you that you're not teaching her how to be. You have to teach someone how to love you, how to treat you, how to love you, how to be in your life. Like, Kandi is not your sister. She didn't grow up with you. She's not a family member. She's not your mother. Like, she didn't grow up in the same home to know your ins and outs. You guys are friends. So you have to work on that relationship. So you have to teach her how to love you. So instead of, or how to be a friend to you. So instead of critiquing her, show her, or, you know, let her know, like, you know what, Kandi, I was really going through something and I wanted you to call me. Because that's what Sheree said to her. And Kandi would, but Sheree actually said, I was waiting for you to call me. Kandi said, well, I was waiting for you to contact me so we could speak about it because I didn't know if it was okay. Because Kandi was still going around acting like she didn't know, right? Like she had just found out at Sanya's cooking event with her mom. So she was still acting like that. She was like, I was waiting for you to just give me the go ahead and come in. But Sheree wanted her to just take the initiative. But how is she supposed to know that? The whole thing is just a big miscommunication. But I think they're both putting this onus on Kandi about how she's not a good friend. And then Kandi starts to break down and she's like, I'm so frustrated because everybody is telling her that she's not giving everybody enough, but it's hard to give everybody all of you when you're trying to at least keep some for you. And I think that everybody in her life is, in Kandi's life, is stretching her too thin, but not giving her an explanation on what they actually need. You're just demanding time, or you're demanding that she do certain things, but you're demanding it when you're frustrated, right? So you're not reaching out, and you're not, trying to communicate with her before you get to this point where you're just upset and screaming at her and calling her out. Because she said, nobody called me. Nobody is reaching out to me. Nobody's trying to work on this friendship, but you guys are expecting me to be this mega friend to you, and you are not giving me anything as well. It's like a give, and nobody's, pouring back into her. And that's what relationships are, especially friendships. You want to jump in? You got to pour into each other. Come on in, Momma Star, because I had one more thing that I wanted to talk about. But you know what? No, because you feel some sort of way. No, you feel some sort of way. You normally just jump in, but since you feel some sort of way,
I wanted you to get your point out.
Go ahead. One
of the things that I wanted to say is that, put me in the frame.
You keep on moving out the frame.
No, I don't. One of the things I want to say is, Kandi has been a friend to everybody.
Everybody.
She has been a friend to everybody. And I think that, their expectations of her are a little bit too much for a friend.
Yes.
Now, she said she was waiting because Sheree was humiliated. And she, as a friend, said, let me wait until she's ready to talk about it. Because if y'all remember, when she got back from Philly, she was saying she don't want to talk to nobody, she don't want to go outside, and she don't want to this and she don't want to that. Now you don't feel like facing nobody, but you want her to call you. Come on with that, Sheree. That was just some gossip that you and Marlo conjured up against her. I think she has been a friend to every last one of them, even the members that aren't on there. Kandi really extends herself to everybody on the show, because that's who Kandi is. Everybody wants a piece of Kandi.
She employs everybody. She finances everybody.
Yeah, she tries to help everybody or be there for everybody. So y'all not going to do that to, and you know how much I love Marlo, but y'all not going to do that to her. And Sheree, she's very messy. She's messy.
That's why they brought her back. She's a bone carrier.
She's messy. And for her to step to Kandi was very unfair. It was very unfair. Like she's dumping on her about something. And I'm going to tell you something about Kandi. Kandi is one of those people who is a strong person, but she can't take it when everybody dumps on her. That's when she
was breaking. The voice was shaking.
Because she's like, come on. Like, we're friends. You know what I mean? We're not family, we're friends. And I try to respect the friendship. So I got to give it to Kandi on this one. And I'm so mad at Marlo and Sheree, because that's unfair. You're going to jump on her, jump on Tyrone. I see you ain't said nothing to him.
He keeps on giving chances.
Him another chance, but you're going to jump on this woman because she did not call you. Honey, I wish you had told me that.
But you also know how to pick up a phone. And Kandi was like, well, you didn't call me.
Yeah, you didn't call me to say, I'm ready to talk about it now. You know, I was humiliated because you was humiliated. And let me tell you one thing. That picture circulated through the whole cast. Trust and believe. Because they messed.
Because somebody on production took it. They were trying to act like it was paparazzi. It was not paparazzi.
It was production that took it and sent it to everybody. So with her being a friend, she didn't want to call. Like you sitting out there, you crying, you waiting for Tyrone that's in the halfway house. And when he get free time, he gotta go home to his family. And let me tell you one thing, women. We know. She knew exactly what was going on. She couldn't reach him. So I'm going to go there. But you're going there, but you don't have no address to go there to see him.
Yeah, that's weird.
Child,
that's very weird.
Ain't meet me at no
because
way.
That's my thing. I'm like, you can't meet him at his home. You can't. No, was he in a halfway house still? Oh, okay, so she had to find a neutral place to be.
No, she could have rode past there. If she was me, I would have cruised on past there.
You know, it would have been something.
Came all the way to Philly. I would have cruised on past that address.
It would have been something.
And then she would have really got the tea.
Exactly.
Because they would have told her, oh man, oh yeah, boss man
His
left
wife and his kids
again.
are, yeah.
Everybody came. He going. So I did not like that at all. I did not like how they did Kandi. Mm-hmm. And it hurts me when I see her start to cry because she's really, really strong. Mm-hmm. Kandi is very, very strong. She's been through a lot of stuff. So for her to start to cry is like, come on, y'all doing too much. Then
Marlo brought up her situation, and it's just like,
yeah, I'm saying, Marlo, no, you didn't. After you just said stuff about this woman, that no, you got crying.
Like, I did not understand that sauna scene. They all, like Yasmin said, they all just seemed illogical. It was just like, why are you beating up on her for not being a good friend when you were not even being a good friend to her and telling her what you need? Y'all come to her when you're upset and y'all want to gang up on her and she already feels uncomfortable.
She done said that she done slept with all these people and she can't
Well, see, Kandi doesn't know that yet. Kandi doesn't know that yet. Marlo said that in the confessionals. She knows that now, so the reunion is going to be something else.
Okay.
But Marlo was saying that in the confessionals.
But she told them. She told the other girls that too.
But it hasn't gotten back to Kandi
She
yet.
said that when her and Cherie was together at
But it hasn't gotten back to Kandi that Marlo said those things. So she still thinks that they're in this cool place.
Oh, okay.
She still like thinks that like
I don't remember.
And everybody keeps on saying Kandi and Marlo knew each other longer than everybody in the group.
They did.
So it's just so crazy that these two women are here. And then that scene just got so chaotic where everybody was screaming and none of it was making sense. And that's why I brought up Yasmin's comments. Who said, I wish they would have shown more of the sauna scene because to me, their point seemed illogical, but it didn't really explain why Kandi popped off. And I have to agree with you there because it went from them talking and then the whole scene was screaming. I think they were probably there for a very long time and Kandi probably just got frustrated with all of the screaming going back and forth. Like who would not be frustrated in that situation?
And plus she wanted to get out of the scene because she had that hair
pressed
out.
Yes.
And she said, listen.
Yeah, why did they tell her she was coming to a sauna scene? That's
weird.
She
had a silk press and she was not wanting to get that hair.
Yeah, because she didn't have a wig on.
Because she did one of these afterwards.
Yes.
She said, listen.
That was weird. Well, I don't know why they
trying to get
that
out
scene
of that scene
and not prepare her for that. That's just weird.
Yeah.
Moving on, Sanya. So we see Sanya and her she's cooking in this episode again. Let's just talk about that because I feel like I don't know if Sanya is doing this purposefully. If she is, genius, right? I think if you warm your mom up just a bit, seriously, she got to warm her up because you want her to be palatable to all audiences.
I told you that mother eats some nails and Scotch bonnet pepper and nails.
You got to warm mama up just a bit.
What you doing?
Okay.
What you doing?
Okay, impressions.
Oh my goodness! You cook. Girl,
yeah, she has
she's not sweet at all.
Rough and tough with her Afro puffs. So
tougher than leather.
Tougher than leather. So this is the thing. I think that you guys could really have something because I think they have a really unique dynamic where you have this mother who could do all this amazing cooking, especially when she comes from a culture that is just known for amazing food, right? Yeah. And you have a daughter who is a 4-time Olympic, gold medal champion who can't cook, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, how are you losing recipes, right? So I think that's a good little dynamic where you have the mom trying to teach Sanya, who is so accomplished, but she can't make a simple dish. And this is something that her mother,
be careful because I have a daughter like that. So be careful.
Well, you wouldn't do the cooking though. That was Gam. And because she was my babysitter, I was the one that was able to get all the recipes.
Babysitter? When did she babysit? I'm not even gonna get into this.
That was my babysitter. Please. She was the one. I learned how to make coffee from her.
And she will drop you off somewhere. She got somewhere to go with somebody else, and to tell me.
That's my Gammy.
Okay.
Anyway, I think you two have something really special there. All you really have to do is warm your mom up, and I think you can shop, do a little demo reel. You guys could shop a cute little cooking channel.
Yeah.
Right. And that is that. And the gist behind it, or
I think they're trying to go that way.
I don't know if it's intentional. That's why I'm saying be intentional about everything you put on this show.
Well, Sonya is trying to go at everything. She's a TikToker. She's a this one. She's a that one. She's doing it all.
Well, that's the thing. That's the reason why I said the cooking thing, because I've seen you guys selling like fitness and stuff like that, which is great. I'll definitely take fitness advice from an Olympic, 4-time Olympic gold medalist champion, or Olympian. I'll definitely take fitness advice from you. But I think you guys have something really special here with your mom teaching you how to cook on a cute little cooking show. Shop it at Peacock. Peacock will pick that up. That's a cute little gimmick.
The mother got to.
I'm the Olympic champion.
The mother got to eat some honey.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's all I said. Warm your mom up. But I'm telling you have it. I'm the Olympian. I can do everything but cook. Right. And then a mom comes in. I'm the mama. I can do everything, but teach my child how to, So I'm telling you, you guys could do something really great.
Nikki,
you guys could do
that is going to be hilarious.
I'm telling you, Sanya, get on it. And all I need is 10%. Finder's fee. Absolutely. I found the show. Give me my money. But I think you guys should do that, because I don't know if it's intentional, but every time we see you cooking, you have no idea what you're doing, and your mother is the one helping you. If you warm her up, you got a hit. You got a Peacock hit, in my opinion. What do you think? Because I know you want to get a husband.
I just think that the mother is a little rough around the edges, and it's new to her. Television is new to her. And also she is she come from a culture where there was a lot of struggle, I imagine. You know what I mean? So, a lot of times, what's the smile about? It's a lot to smile about. You have life, you have health, you have strength, you have your family. You're doing pretty good. You're not in your country no more. You're in Atlanta. You can drive out. You do all these things. So you are blessed. So act like it. You know what I mean? You still, man, just everything you say, you got a kickback.
Yeah.
It's just,
I also think there's probably something happening there with the dad, because she's always cussing him out. The parents aren't together, right?
Yeah, I think they are together, because I've seen a TikTok. They're always together.
I think TikTok. I would love to see a scene where Sanya tells her mom that she can take a break, right? Because that's what I get from her mom. Okay. I don't get that her mom is a mean person.
Heavy burdens, loads.
Yes, that's what I get from her. Yeah. I get that she's had to, like Black women do it all, right? Do it all. And
but that was supposed to be why they, she brought them.
Yes, but it's very hard to let that go when that's been something you've done for so long.
You're right. Right.
Now it's like, now you can chill. But I feel like it would be beautiful for her to, say, Mommy, rest. I think that's what it is. And then that could be the kickoff to the show. Period. That could be the kickoff, because you have all the ideas.
Ideas for this show.
All the ideas. Greta says, Sanya had me laughing when her mom walked in the kitchen with that "I need you to cook" comment. Every time Sanya got a pan out, she don't know what she's doing, and her mom is always sitting there so disappointed. Because her mom has all these recipes.
She said, "Did you season the back of it?" She says, "Well, the back is going to come off." The mother said, "Oh,
yeah." But see, that's the comedy in it. That is the comedy in it. Just warm up mama a bit, and you have something.
So you didn't really get into the food, because you just talked about the food, but you was cooking the food for what?
That's what I was about to get into. Do you want to segue into there?
No, you can segue into there.
I will segue into why I agree with Sanya. So Sanya and her husband Rolf, she's Mr. Cutie. So she was making this meal for him because she wanted to, let what she was saying go over a little sweeter with a nice meal. And what she wanted to converse with him about was the fact that she doesn't think that they should have another child. I agree with Sanya in what she was saying. I know Ross wants to have another kid, and I know he said he won't back down from that. But she's saying, you took a job where you're gone from home half the year most of the time, right? I'm seeing you're starting all of these businesses. She's on this very popular show that could really take her and, her status and celebrity to a new level. So she is in her niece season right now. Her child is older, so he needs her guidance, but not as much as when he was like a newborn and a toddler, right? So she's getting some freedoms back, and she does not want to be put back into that situation where she's going to be doing all of this on part-time, you know what I mean? A part-time on her own, because he's going to be going away to work. I will say, she said this, and then I'll let you hop on in. She said, I have 10 people in my home, but I don't feel like I have any help. Well, 7 of them got to go. Like that when she said that, I was like, 10 people that you're taking care of, and you can't have nobody help you out with your son. That's crazy to me. Like, I'm not saying put your family out. I'm saying put your family to work. Like, somebody gonna have to help you watch them kids. Get daddy. Where's daddy? Oh, daddy just stays in the man cave.
Let me
tell him go spend some time with his grandkid. That's weird to me.
Let me tell you something about that. She is being selfish. Before y'all jump on me. We're jumping. I want to say selfish. I'll use that word lightly, but in a marriage, a wife have to listen to a husband to hear his heart, and a wife and a husband need to listen to his wife to know her heart. When you have a marriage where the communication is breaking down, or when there's odds, you got to be careful. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, when he married her or whatever, I imagine they talked about kids or whatever. I imagine they did, because he says, I want a daughter. And she's not willing to do that because the do seem a little bit much for her.
The son.
But you don't want that husband, now hear me now, to go off on a trip and start telling this woman his problems with his wife. Hear me now, because what'll happen is the woman will give ear to hear, and she will start to be what he is asking his wife for. A woman will even go to the point of conceiving a child for him. Look at all them people that done had kids for Nikki, and it crazy, deranged.
Money.
But she will, be what he needs, and he'll find a reason to go away and be away all the time, because he's not that's a non-negotiable to him. So apparently they must have talked about it. We're just hearing about this, but they must have talked about this prior to her having one baby, because he's standing on that. He said, I want a baby. I want another child. I don't want my son to be the only child. I want another child for whatever reasons, because in the show we only get so many minutes of what's going on. So you have to listen to what your husband is saying too. You made a mention that she got all these business and stuff going on, but before that, she had a husband. You understand what I'm saying? And like you said, she got 1 million people in that house. They can help her with that baby, and she could go visit her husband. She could go visit her husband where he's at in Texas or wherever he's at, because she's doing all this crying now. But I'm going to tell you something. In order for him to have had that business, they had to talk about that, because that's not a new business. That's a business that's been running. She said, well, you said that you was going to bring some cars here too and things like that. And yes, I don't understand why he didn't, because I'm saying, Atlanta is a good place too. But I already got a friend that got chauffeur here in Atlanta, shut down, locked out. He locked it down. So, but we can have Ross drive us around.
Oh my gosh.
But but you gotta listen to what your husband is saying. Or another woman will listen to what your husband is saying, and another woman will be what your husband is asking for, because he's asking her to multiply the family. Mm-hmm. And what's wrong with that? She's so busy trying to be on this show. She's so busy trying to be friends with the elite. She's leaving her husband in the dust.
I will say this, right? Your home is your first priority, right?
Bingo.
Home
bingo.
That you have built with your partner.
Bingo.
And, if, I will say this, Sanya, if going into this marriage, you all had discussed having children, right? And wanting, to
because that's a non-negotiable for us.
Yeah, to wanting to have more than one child, because it doesn't, how it appears to be is as if you've had one child and now you are, doing you, and that's okay. But now it seems like you all had discussed and said you're going to do multiple or 2 children, and now you're just like, well, I don't want to anymore. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. A lot of you mentioned he can't negotiate with her body and what she wants to do with that. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But if you are going into a marriage, right, and that is a discussion, and that is what your partner is saying that they want, and you agree that that's what you want, if you change that, Liz, you're in the wrong. You're in the wrong. I don't think she's wrong for not wanting another child. But if they had agreed on multiple children, and now now they're married and they're in this marriage, and she's saying no, it's like, it's kind of unfair to bring somebody down a road where you all agree that this is what you're going to do, and then you get there and you change everything. Set them free and allow them to have that life that they wanted. When you guys walk down this road together, if that's not what you want, then you should have left them. You should have left them alone. And if another, because he said I'm not backing down from that. I want a child. So what they gonna do? He said he want a child. She said she don't want one. What's gonna happen?
What's happening is with Sanya, and what I will say is that she's had a baby. I don't know if she had any complications or anything with having her son, because they haven't revealed that. But she's crying and she's saying that she don't want to have another baby and things like that. And you can't force nobody. But what will happen is, if your agreement was we're gonna have 2 kids, and now you decided that you don't be mad when this other woman call your phone and say, yeah, let me speak to my baby daddy.
Okay. You didn't went so far, but I will say this. Yeah. I will say this. You guys know I talk about this all the time. Whenever stuff like this comes up, I always think back to one couple, and that couple is Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt. Let's go back. Let's go back to when Brad Pitt was on Oprah, and Oprah said, "You've done so much in your career. What's next for you?" And he said, "Kids." He said, "I want a lot of kids." Mm-hmm. Jennifer Aniston signed up for like a 3-picture deal with Sony and was locked up in this contract with them for years. What did that man do? He went and he got with a woman that gave him a whole army of children. Now, did it work out? Absolutely not. But he said he wanted kids. And he got his kids. And his wife made a different decision. So he went and got somebody who would give him what he wanted. You have to listen to the heart of your man. I'm just saying. You have to listen to your man, because he will tell you everything that you want to know. If you listen to him, the man is saying, I want a baby, honey. Let's I want another. I just feel like you can't negotiate with children. I'm just like, no, if you are with somebody who wants multiple children and you don't want multiple children, get out, because it's just a breeding ground of resentment. And out of resentment, so much evil can grow. Honey, let me tell you one thing. When a man asks for a kid, because a lot of men don't be asking for no kids. I know. Especially now. Jesus. And he's asking, he said, I want a daughter. I want to try for a daughter. Now, I could give her this. Now, what if it's another son? Now, what you going to say? Let's do it again? Yeah. Now, come on now. You're not going to keep on knocking me up until you get your daughter. Right. Listen. And that's on you, because you pick the sex of the child. Right. How we going to get this daughter? Now, I can agree to that, because if I agree to have another baby and it's not a daughter, that's on you. Then what we going to do? That's on you. We got our multiples. But she has people that can help her.
in her house. And that's another thing. You are married and you bring all these people to your house.
I don't care how close we are. I don't agree with that.
Listen, I don't agree with that either. Now, I'm the mother and all
I'll
of that.
Build a
no, you
in-law
won't.
suite.
No, you won't. No,
I'll
you won't.
I'll build the in-law suite.
That's for his mother. That's not for me. Because I have my own place.
No, for when you come stay to watch the kids.
No.
So we got to take them over to your place. You can't come watch them.
I'll let you know.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you know. But you gonna have no in-law suite for me, and I'm in the back house and all that. Heck no. That went out with slavery.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not doing that. No.
What if we put the in-law suite in front of the home or next to it? Okay.
Y'all can put it on the moon. I'm not going.
Okay.
Y'all need to have your own privacy and your own life. If the kids bring them over my house,
which is why there's an in-law suite.
No,
everybody does it, Mom.
Okay, well, I'm not with them.
Okay,
continue. Bring them over my house. I know where all my things at. I know. Sit down right here so I can see y'all. I don't need to be running around this house trying to find y'all, and I'm in my in-law suite on my phone talking to my sweet baby and them kids over there doing something and all that. Bring them at my house. Bring them to my house.
Shawnette, do you know, and this is honestly no shade, do you know Senior? Because you know a lot. And I want to know if you know Senior, because this is, you can give us a different perspective. But Shawnette says they met in college and were into sports. I don't think they were thinking of kids at the time. Who is, to be quite honest with you. But I feel like when you decide to get married, I think you should be having those conversations. When he decided he wanted kids, she wanted the Olympics. Yeah, this is a tricky situation. I really, to be honest with you, I hope this couple is just reenacting something that happened and they've actually come to a decision. They're just reenacting it for the show, because there can be no good to come out of this. It's never
Thank
worked
you for
out
that information,
with people who wanted
Shawnette.
kids and the other one hasn't.
Yeah.
It hasn't worked out. So I'm hoping that they're faking this.
I thank you for that information, Shawnette, because you said when they were in college and then they got into sports, he wanted kids, but she wanted the Olympics. So she probably said after the Olympics, we'll have kids. You know what I'm saying? And now they got Deuce, and now he wants another one, because that's probably what the agreement was. And when you, and now she got Deuce, and Deuce is when I say Deuce is all over the place, and I only see him in an episode.
I will say this. She did say her mentioning not wanting to have kids. She mentioned her businesses and all the things that she's doing, but she also mentioned that he's not there. So she never said that because of my businesses, I don't want to have kids. Her thing is, I'm doing these things and I also won't have you helping.
Yeah, she did say
I don't want to do that. And I absolutely, I can.
And he did not give her a strategy for that. He did not say, well, because you said that you was going to bring the business here to Atlanta. And I guess that has something to do with it. Because let me tell you one thing. If a woman is saying no, she don't want to have no kids, and you're in another town and all of that, it's something else that we have not discovered yet. She said, no, I'm not having another baby, and you in Texas.
Mom, everybody is not cheating.
Where everything else is bigger.
Oh my
in Texas.
God.
No, I didn't say cheating.
But that's what you're alluding.
I'm not
alluding. Is bigger in Texas.
I'm just saying that
what is that?
Is saying you're not.
Black men don't cheat. Isn't that the thing that they say? No, please don't answer that. Please.
I have history notes.
Okay. Let's move on. We've said our piece on that. Oh, I will say this about the 10 people. I don't mind everybody living in the home, right? But this is the thing. I know they bought Shawnette said they bought a lot of land and everybody is building the home. But if it's all of y'all, why can't you help the woman out? Like, if you're a family, you can't help. She literally said, I'm going off for what Senior said. I have 10 people in my home, but I feel like I have no help. That's a problem.
That is a problem.
That's a problem. That is, especially if you're a family. Like, what is going on here?
Well,
and how did they acquire that land? Is that her and Ross's land? Yeah. And the family is maybe paying a mortgage, but like, come on. Her and Ross is helping that family out.
She said that we bought this land. I brought my family here, to help me. She said that they are going to be building. She brought them here. They're not going back. So I guess her goal was when I get, to where I'm going to bring my family here and we're going to, start from here.
Wait a minute. I was going to move on, but I didn't.
What?
O'Reilly said, talking about saying, she said she had an abortion in order to win the Olympics. Oh my God. Maybe that's the problem between them. Oh, look, is that going to come up on the show?
Well, I hope not. That's just too much. That's too much.
That's real life.
Yeah, that is.
That's
real life,
a lot of women make those kinds of decisions to be successful. You don't even want to get into the entertainment industry.
I can't.
That's an important storyline.
Listen,
that's an important storyline. I hope you don't
bring that up on there because now I love me some Ross, but don't do that to that woman. Don't do that.
No, I didn't mean him bringing it up like that. No. I don't want. If that's how it's going to come up, I don't want it on there.
I hate that. Don't need to be on there at all.
Mom, I think that's very important. That's very important. That the sacrifices, those sacrifices that women make to be successful. Men don't have to make those same sacrifices. Sebastian, thank you for the super chat. Sebastian said, I stand with Momma Star. There are stallions in Texas. Sebastian. Thank you for the super chat.
Stallions in there and everything. They told me everything is big in Texas.
Mama enough.
I'm trying to see what's big in
Mama enough. Thank you, Sebastian. Oh my gosh. Oh God. Oh goodness. Janae said she had a record for the 2008 Olympics. Oh, where y'all finding out this information?
Girl, I don't want to find out that information.
I said, where y'all finding out the information? Shonda is on it. Thank you, Shonda. Sign your Richards Ross on getting an abortion before flying Jesus. Oh, yeah. You know what? Maybe they should. Maybe they
sent you the story. I mean, come on.
Maybe they shouldn't bring it up on the show. I don't know. Yeah, maybe right now.
And that's what his. And let me tell you one thing.
You think that's what it is?
Yes, that man has hurt you. Oh my God. I can't even get into what I want to say because that's hurtful.
Maybe like like what Chili did, like a replacement child.
Chili.
Did you watch the TLC movie that Drew Star did? Chili was with, what is his name? Her baby daddy.
Yeah, Austin.
Dallas Austin. She had an abortion.
Oh yeah.
And she didn't want to do it.
Yeah, they took her, yeah.
She made that decision for her and Dallas's, come on, career. And she was just not right after that. So she got back with him to get pregnant, to have the child. And when Dallas was just like, he finally started doing right and he wanted to make the relationship work. But like as soon as she had the baby, she ain't want nothing to do with him. And he was like, oh, this was just to get the baby. I see what it is. I see what this is.
Oh, remember no, you didn't go all the way back to that. No, I can't.
I remember that scene. I remember that scene. They were in the recording studio and he was like, oh, so it was just about the baby? I see what it is. I was like, oh my God, Chili.
So
I didn't know she was going through so much.
And the other girls took her. That's what I'm saying. That's probably that's why he's saying this is not negotiable. Because he's standing on that thing. He is standing on that thing.
Thank you, Shonda. Shonda said, I got you. I got you.
Love you, Ross.
Momi said it was trending the other day on Twitter. A lot of celebrity women giving their abortion testimonies. They think they wouldn't have had their level of success without it, which is probably very true. And it's so sad because it would not have been the same for men. And that's why we'll talk about it when we do the BET review. But that's why I love what Jasmine Sullivan said at the BET Awards. She was just like, men, if there have been women who have made a decision that has helped you, then you have made a very difficult decision that has helped you in any kind of way. You need to speak up. Period. Child, we gotta lift it up. We gotta lift it up. We
gotta lift this up because y'all done put me down, and I don't like to be down. Now, come on,
Marlo.
Forgive her.
Marlo. Well, listen, she had to make that decision. That was a decision that she made. Don't get kicked off my channel.
You know what? Because I'm almost
don't get kicked off my channel. I love you. I love you. I love you, but you will be removed.
I almost left.
You will be removed.
This is heavy.
Not on
this
here.
Is heavy.
Not on
this
here.
Is heavy.
Not on here. We don't play with a woman's right to choose. Anyway, Marlo's archive. I think that she has a lot of stuff. A lot of, like, not a lot of stuff, but she has a lot of nice stuff at the archive. And I think, I will say this.
What's it called?
Marlo's La Chateau. Some archive, La Archive, Archatata.
They said you don't spell it. Oh,
whatever it is, I liked it. And I like the fact that all the ladies are really, like, we're really seeing them all work. We're really seeing them in their businesses. I love that. I will say this, Marlo. It's a lot going on at that archive. Like the wallpaper is far too busy for everything that you're trying to. You can't.
It's her personality.
Listen, you can't focus. That scene, my anxiety was on 1,000 because it was just so much going on. Bring it down to a neutral wallpaper or just a neutral paint color.
But see,
and showcase everything that
she's not marketing to you. She's not marketing to you.
Why wouldn't she be?
She's not marketing to you. She's marketing to people that's coming to style people. And those stylists, you know what I mean? They have all that going on.
Thank you for clearing that up because I felt like you were trying to call me broke.
Oh, that's your own self-conscious.
Girl, bye.
Going there. I wasn't trying to say that. I wasn't even trying
I just invested in other things right now because I can't blow it on no back.
No, what I'm saying to you is this. It's for those that stylists, because that's what she do. She rent out those clothes to stylists for, their clients. So that's why it's so busy. It's looking like an upscale department store or you know what I mean?
Gucci would never.
I give it to I was gonna say Marlo for
Oprah. She could be the next Oprah. Marlo is putting in work.
Yes,
let me tell you something. I know people don't like it because remember when I was rooting for her to get on the show and y'all was like, Nikki, no. She is making these broads work. Have you ever seen Kenny and Kandi work this much on this show? She is keeping them on their toes. She is putting everybody
Ain't nobody able to slack
at all
this season.
Everybody working for that check.
Yeah.
And it's because of Marlo.
Yeah.
It's because of we have never seen, like, who is this Kandi? Who is this Kandi? She is putting her to.
Yes, she is.
Oh, well. Yes, she takes care of so many people. She's seeing you. She's seeing you with a bigger budget. Seeing you with a bigger budget.
Yeah.
Miss T said, Marlo said she's only renting her stuff to different production studios. Smart. Very, very smart. I bet you she got that from Ted Turner. I bet you she got that.
But I don't know who
Ted
she got
Turner.
it from, but that's a smart move.
Ted Turner?
Because
you know who Ted Turner is?
I know who Ted Turner is, baby. Do you know who Ted Turner is?
Yeah, I know who Ted Turner is.
Okay.
Jane Fonda's ex-husband.
Okay.
Period.
And he's a mogul.
A big-time entertainment mogul.
Yes. In the cable.
And that was Marlo's dude for a minute. Yes, that's why I said she learned that from Ted Turner.
Oh, she was.
Yes,
she was dealing with
that's
Ted
the billionaire that she was dating. I don't know how she messed
yes,
that up.
Yes, Marlo. Yes,
I don't know how she messed that up. I'm like, how you let Ted Turner dump you, girl? If you gonna get pregnant by anybody, you gonna get pregnant by Ted Turner.
He probably did, and he probably said no way.
Oh, really? You think so? That's the thing. The rich people gonna be fine. The rich people gonna be fine. Not even gonna go there, but I'm just saying. If anybody would have been the baby daddy, it would have been Ted Turner. Yes.
Go for it, girl. Yes.
That's how, like, he sponsored like a lot of her life. That's how she got all this stuff. And she said when we were introduced to her, she said people say whatever they want, but it was a billionaire that invested in her, and she was like, I'm still living off of what he gave me.
Well, how y'all know it's Ted Turner? Because
everybody was talking about it. Everybody was talking about it.
Because she never said who it was.
Oh, everybody was talking about it on the show. And she would always say, well, there is a billionaire. She would never say it wasn't him. Ted Turner.
Well, you, child cheese.
Child cheese. Woo. Child cheese.
You learn something new
every day.
Or in this show.
Every day. She's still eating off of what he left her.
Of NikkiStar.
Well, not left. I know he's still with us, but yeah, I'm just saying. Girl, what was he talking about? We done got off.
Child, we done got into some gossip.
That's not gossip. It was on the show. It was on the show. Anyway, Monetta, Neo's ex. Monetta. I like her. I've been wanting her to be on this show. I remember she was on the show about ex-wives or whatever of celebrity men. That's where we learned that she burnt her tubes for him. And everybody, remember, we all hated Neo for like 2 years and then everybody forgot. I didn't forget. I'm not saying I hate Neo. I'm just saying, wow. Wow, right? Because, so tell me you don't want kids and to, encourage me to burn my tubes and then you get with somebody else and get them kids. Anyway, I think she has a great story. I know they're auditioning her right now. I think that she's it. I enjoyed her on her reality show. I enjoy her on the Housewives. I will say this, Monetta. The accent is a little different than what I saw on the reality TV show. The other one that you started with. I was just like, okay, who's this? Okay, maybe we're in a different tax bracket or, we're dealing in, our husband's culture. Yeah. But the accent, I was like,
my accent changed too when I start getting the dollar too. I go into.
I was like,
hi guys.
Hey, Kenya, yeah, you look great.
Yeah,
Kandi, it's good to see ya.
She's married now.
Who is it?
She's married now.
Not the switch up. I still like her though. I still think that she's good for the show. She has the chops. Put her in, Andy. Put her in. She could do it. Anyway. Her, Kandi, and Kenya were at this candle shop that me and Mommy are going to.
Yes.
We are going to.
Yes.
We really enjoyed what we saw, and we're going to check it out for you guys. So anyway, they were candle making. Can I just say this? Was that candle making place? Did it sponsor this episode? There was so much information about candle making. I felt like it was a little weird. I was like, what? And the girl kept on interrupting.
Oh my gosh. And the girl, I'm saying, if they pay her, because oh my God.
No, I won't blame her because something was a little off with this scene.
Yes, she was, and so if you're ready, and I said, oh my God, where did they get her from?
I want to say this.
I want her to do all of that when I get there.
She will.
She will. No,
I want to say this. I want to say this. I don't think that was her. Because it was just very weird how they were like taking us through the steps of candle making. They were so focused on this candle making and this one particular lady who kept on, are you guys ready? Let's make the candles. Do you guys have your scents? This is how you put the wax in. Yeah. Let's light them. It was so much of her.
Here's 2 scents. Smell them and I'll be back.
Yeah, it was so much of her. She had like so many close-up scenes.
I said, well, honey, they must have rolled her in and gave her.
I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but I'm telling you.
Oh, you wouldn't have me doing all that.
There has to be something behind that. If she's Kandi's cousin, is this Kandi's business? Yes, something is up with that.
Something. Oh,
it was a lot of candles
like that, but they go to restaurants and stuff, and you don't see all that. The waiter might come over and might say something, but then they're going. Oh, she was just candle.
It was a lot of candle making. It was more candle making than the actual scene.
She was Candles Are Us.
Yeah,
because she was all over the place.
I was like, what is going on?
But I would like to go
here?
there. I would like to go there, and I will let them know when I get there. I better have service like that.
or else what? Mom, this is Atlanta. Because you tried that mess at Ikea. Pause. Let me tell you something. My mom went to the Atlanta Ikea thinking she's going to get the same service at that she gets from the Burbank Ikea in Cali in Atlanta. Baby, they let her know where she was at.
Yes, they did. And I said, you know what? I don't have to come in with everybody.
They let her know where she was at. And she went full dark skin Karen. She was just like, oh my God, is anybody gonna, I need help. Like, is anybody gonna help me? And the girl looked at her like,
yeah. And I said, well, do you have this in another color? No. I said, well, how do you know? You didn't even go back to see it. I said, you know
what? You in Atlanta, honey. You do that mess in Cali.
Welcome to Atlanta, where the workers don't work.
That girl let you know, honey, what you do over there in Burbank, we don't do over here.
You did. Yes,
figure it out.
Yes, you did. And I said, you know what?
So you can go there with this Burbank mentality over to that candle shop, and you will meet Atlanta.
Burbank, Ikea. I go in there.
They carry her around like a queen. Whatever she don't look for nothing.
Yeah.
She just goes to the
manager. This one here,
Welcome to Atlanta.
Where the people don't work.
Anyway.
It's so sarcastic too. Just nasty. The Ikeas ugly. So they don't have nothing. The people ugly, everything. They kill my nerves.
Don't you hate because they didn't cater to you. Anyway, while they are candle making, we get on the subject again of the vibrating panties. I'm done. Kandi, I love you. I be fighting for my life on this show, protecting you. But ma'am, you were wrong.
Yes.
You were wrong about this vibrating.
Monetta.
No, she did.
Oh, yes, she did. She said,
I thought you weren't going to defend her. But
Monetta said, oh, no.
She was on Kandi's side
until
Kenya said, you giving a remote to somebody else's husband. Monetta was like,
not my husband.
No, she's like, I love you. I was with you, but no.
Yeah.
It was Kandi, you were wrong. Listen, you can be free. You can do whatever you want in your marriage. Just because what you do and what works for you and what you think is appropriate, it's probably not appropriate. 9 times out of 10 is not appropriate for somebody else. People have to consent to that stuff. And that is with somebody who went through what you went through with Portia. I don't understand how you don't realize that you've gone too far, right? And we're getting into consent now at this point. It's like, girl, let it go.
Well, the thing is this.
Let it go.
The thing is this. She has Candy Coated Nights. And she was introducing something on the show. And
absolutely, we all knew what it was. But the ladies didn't feel comfortable, and you can't get mad and act like they're destroying your business when they said, I don't want Ralph controlling my panties.
Yes. Now, honey, she was totally wrong with
Ralph was controlling Sanya's panties.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
He said you got so much.
He said, that's going crazy. Girl, why the hell are you wearing these vibrating panties to a world?
And your husband don't
black men's trauma.
And your husband don't have the remote.
Messy, Kandi. It's messy.
Kandi couldn't have gave the remote to nobody else because guess what? The whole trip would have been over.
Oh my gosh.
And Todd did like he's stuck on stupid. Like you should have told your wife that's not a good game to play. Give me your
when we see y'all.
Give me your remote and let me remote you. You know what I mean? And then Kenya was right. I don't want nobody's husband because next, when I'm in his face, then y'all want to say something. He's controlling my goddamn panties, and I can't control myself now. If Ross do one.
Oh my God! I knew you were going to go to Ross. I knew you were going to go to Ross. Saying you were smart enough not to let him control anybody else's panties.
One zip too much, and I'm just like, what's your number?
Listen. Kandi, you're wrong. I need for you to get that. You're wrong. And then I didn't like what you did. You brought up Kenya saying like last season or a season ago that if she would be with anybody, it would be with you. And you're saying, well, you said in front of my husband that you want to have sex with me, so that's the same thing. No, it's not.
No, it's
apples to oranges. It is not the same thing.
And because she knows that you will add 1 or 2 to your bedroom. She's that's probably a reason why she said that, but that didn't have nothing to do with the panties on fire.
I get that she was trying to sell that, and I get that she was more upset that they were like, knocking down her business venture. You know what I mean? Because she was introducing this on the show. This was her commercial, and everybody wasn't with it.
But the thing
I honestly get that, but you're still wrong.
No, what Kenya said is, I'm a single woman. Mm-hmm. That's not good. Because you opening up something that you can't control. See, nobody don't want time. So she's safe. But you opening up something where other people get involved. Like Ralph is busy. Mm-hmm. Ralph is busy. Okay? Because he went to Texas too and nobody knows.
No, it wasn't Texas. It was Tampa.
Tampa,
Florida. We still don't know.
We still don't know what he was doing in Tampa. You know what I mean? And she got the credit card bill and all that, and he was in the room and all that. He's on his whatever. Okay, so you can't just do that with people's husband. I would have been furious with her. That whole scene would have been torn down because I would have said, Now that's what you're not going to do is give my husband to nobody else.
It was so weird to me. It was the whole scene was weird.
Then my husband and her panties, and then they.
But
what in the world?
What would not have been weird, Kandi, is if you would have set up an event where you're like, oh, I'm introducing this and I would love for you guys to, try it and, just let me have your feedback or something like that. But it's like, please put on these vibrating panties. Let other people control your other married people.
And she's going to say it's a game.
Your panties,
ain't no goddamn game.
And then go to this Broadway play that I'm producing about the trauma of Black men. It's weird. None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. And I really don't want you to just die on this hill because nobody's siding with you.
Now,
you're wrong.
Let me give her a way out. Let me give Kandi a way out. If Kandi had given it to their husbands, had the wives put on the panties and given it to their husband, that would have been funny. You know what I mean? That would have been cute. You know what I mean? Little foreplay or whatever they were doing or whatever.
No, the timing is still
you
wrong.
You warm it up until you get back home.
Mom, but why are you getting aroused at a play about the trauma of Black men? They were going to her play.
I don't have to look at that. I'm looking at him now. Forget the play.
So you're not even paying attention to those actors that have put in all of that
God
work
bless
and
them.
time.
But if my husband and me is
so you won't be coming to no Broadway plays.
If he's zapping me,
they're gonna have your picture and your husband's at the door.
No, if he's zapping me, I'm looking at him, baby. I don't care about that trauma.
Thank you. Prove my point. See, Kandi? Point proven. Point proven.
But you ain't gonna have my husband because I'm not paying attention either. If you got my husband zapping somebody else's daggone pants.
I'm fighting now.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's just weird, Kandi. We love you, but girl, you're wrong.
Timing is everything.
Let's get the super chat from Sebastian. Sebastian said, now if someone cheated because of the Energizer panties, Kandi would be stammering and crying.
Yes. I love the Energizing panties. And you're right.
To take that.
You're right. Energizing panties because she be doing all that crying and stuff. Yes.
I'm sorry, Kandi. I love you. It wasn't supposed to be like.
Yes.
Girl, you being messy. You're being messy. Thank you, Sebastian. I don't know if you heard it. There you go, friend. There you go. Anyway, I'm siding with Kenya on that one.
So what did you get ready to put on?
My Dior Lip Glow Color Riviera Balm. This is not an ad. Lord knows I got to do another one.
Everybody always trying to show me up. Now you lips and her hips and
body, yaddy, period. I got this in the color mahogany.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
And I don't want to say nothing about that song, so let's keep moving.
Legs and
lips and
body. Let's get them, girls. Hey. What is? Oh yeah, that's the only thing I want to talk about. What was the last? There was something else in this episode.
Drew.
Oh,
Drew. What are you talking about? You ain't take no good notes.
No, my notes didn't come over.
You didn't take no good notes.
Y'all know I'm still dealing with this iPhone. My notes didn't come over. Let me tell y'all about Drop It with Drew. The ladies are wrong. The ladies are wrong with the Drop It with Drew. It is not fair. It is not fair. I get the shady comments about people's businesses. They've all done that, right? It is appearing as if the whole cast is dragging her business. Yes. Now, Kandi, look how you went up on Kenya because she said that she had a problem with the vibrating panties because it is something that you were introducing to this audience. That is your commercial. Why are y'all all dragging this girl's business?
And then gonna call up her business partner and ask her business partner all these
questions. You're trying to find out the information. No, Drew, you be quiet. So what is it? Y'all asking all these questions. Try to illegitimize Drew and her business. Like, that's not fair. That's not fair because, Kandi, somebody approached you about the sex toys. Somebody approached Kenya about the hair. There's always a built brand or business always looking for a spokesperson. That's what happens to everybody. Y'all all started doing that.
You did not like it, Kenya.
Yes.
When
people was talking about your hair,
when
your
Marlo
hair products.
said you got hair products and you wore this tired wig.
Yes.
You didn't like
you
that.
felt some sort of way because that is you advertising your business.
That's right.
All of y'all took the Jessica Simpson route to get to some kind of financial success with these businesses because what happened was a Persian company approached Jessica Simpson. They was already selling shoes. They was already selling them hard shoes back in the day, and they wanted to get American exposure. We love Jessica Simpson over here.
I love Jessica Simpson. God knows I love her.
They wanted to get some American exposure, and they made her the face of the brand, which is why she was fighting them because they wanted to remove her and put somebody else on that company. Right. And she was like, "No, I helped build this brand." And they were like, "No, we were built before you. You just became this the spokesmodel." Right. Like who was what was her name? Oh my God, I'm so me worry about a man. Eartha Kitt. I had to do it. I'm sorry. Eartha Kitt. Remember in Boomerang. Remember that was her brand, right? No, that's Grace Jones. Who was she? Marcus. Remember whatever her name was.
Dr. Pelkey said I quit.
Whatever her name was, she was the face of the brand, right? But everybody was controlling that, and it was like, she don't make no decisions. This is our stuff. We're the ones that make a decision. She's just the face of it. So they all do that. And all these celebrities come in on something that is already established and takes it to the next level. Y'all become business partner with these companies. Y'all are not in factories finding people to make these products or the clothes or the wigs. You are not flying over to Shanghai, checking people's curl texture and the length of their hair to take their hair so you can sell these bundles over in America. Y'all all do that. So I didn't like that. Yeah, I didn't like that. I felt like they were hanging up on Drew. I did not like it. If I was Drew, because see, I wouldn't have did all that talking. She's far too nice. She's far too nice. I wouldn't say nice, but she explained herself too much for me. Yes. I would have told my business partner with all them arms, girl, come
big mama,
over here and mind your business. Don't talk to them. Yeah. Don't talk to them. The ladies like, oh yeah, this was mine, and Drew came in and helped me get people in Atlanta. I would have like, don't talk to them. I told you they don't like me. I didn't like. It's not even that they don't like me. Our business is our business. Period. You don't just come up here because you want a shot in the daggone camera. Watch that, Drew. Yeah, watch that, Drew. I just didn't like it. We all do. I didn't like all of them doing that to her. That's what it was. And they just beat up on her. And then Kandi gonna say, well, this was or was it Kenya that said it was something else a few weeks ago. Whatever it was, she got pounds by Drew. She got it from dropped it by Drew. Pounds and they were meal planning. Like she's building something on this. And then they're going to talk about her and say, Drew got her body done, so she didn't drop it. And all of that. Wait, no, Sheree. Listen, Sheree's comment. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Did she come in the thing selling stuff? And what if Drew would have said, "Oh, your She by Sheree yoga mat is ripping. It looks cheap." She would have felt some sort of way. Y'all coming in dragging body shaming. Listen, they do the body shaming now, but you can only do it to certain people. Do they come in my size? Listen, She by Sheree. Oh, I need them pants. Yeah. I ain't even gonna hold you because I'm working out now. I'm in the gym. Listen, legs and hips. And body, yaddy. I need them tight. Now, Sheree, your font, you got to work on your font. That She by Sheree font is giving. I didn't even know what it said. PF Chang's. You're using PF Chang's font. You have to change that She by Sheree. The font is not. It's not giving. Yeah, I didn't even know it was very masculine, and it was very PF Chang's. You're using their font. Don't do very gangish. Don't do. Oh my God, what gangs do you know, Mom? Then she had her cup, what she was drinking, what she was advertising. Yes, and Drew never dragged it. Yeah, but they're all Kandi. You too, Kandi. I was more disappointed in you because you are. I told you were already the dark skinned Bethany Frankel. You were on here hawking everything that you have to us. to us, the audience,
y'all gonna
what
talk
you
about,
should do.
Drew.
But the drag the girls business, y'all all were doing it. It just, I didn't like it.
I
did not
feel
like that as well.
Wasn't,
even Senior got in on it.
Yeah.
You're doing too much for a new girl. I'm sorry. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Speaking of doing too much, Marlo, your girl, she's out of pocket. Marlo is out of pocket.
What did
this
she
is
do?
the thing.
Because I want to talk about Sanya at Drew's. What about Marlo?
We'll get to the Sanya first, and then we'll
because then she wants to talk to her because she was like, "Oh, you invited me," and Drew said, "Yeah, I did. What's wrong with that?" You know what I mean? Because Drew is a bigger person.
We're at work.
Yeah, but Drew is a bigger person. She looked bigger on here. You know what I mean? Very, very smart because you don't invite me to stuff. You uninvite me and all that. But even if you treat me like a dog, I still invite you to stuff. And then she's going to say, well, can we
still
talk?
Keeping a check in your hand?
Yeah.
I'm not cutting you out of this scene.
Then
you don't know that yet. You don't know how that works yet.
Then she's going to say, well, let's talk. Why don't we talk in front of everybody? Why don't you apologize to me in front of everybody that you did all that outbursts in front of?
Yep.
You want to talk now, and our husbands are really cool, so we need to fix this and all of that. No, miss. You want to be nasty in front of them and drag me, but then you want to come to the side and apologize. I just didn't like that with Sanya. I didn't. Mm-hmm. I really, really didn't. Because she's giving me, her character is giving me opportunist. Mm-hmm. She is. You know what I mean?
It is. And even if that's not what you're doing, Sanya, the way you're moving just looks like that. You're giving that.
Yeah, you're giving that.
You're giving that. Before we move on, let's get to the super chat from New Mommy D. New Mommy D said, I can't believe I'm taking up for Lion Drew. Right? Like, I cannot believe I'm here with Drew this season. I'm telling you. But these ladies get so angry when anything is said about their business, but they drag Drew's to no end.
Yes, they did.
It's not fair. It's not fair. Thank you so much for the super chat, New Mommy D. Thank you so much. Now let's get, we got one more from Phil. Thank you, Phil. Phil said these ladies are not Drew's friends at all.
No, they're not. I'm glad you can see it. No, they're not. All of them gang up on her.
At all. Let's get into Marlo, who again I love for the show, but I think she has to work on if she wants to maintain friendships and relationships with these ladies. Marlo, you have a way of you give Mortal Kombat in a way where it's like finisher. You just want to kill every relationship, but then expect for these people to treat you like y'all sisters and besties. But you just go so low out of nowhere. And we've talked about this before with Candace, how I was just like, Candace shoots back. Candace don't go after nobody. She shoots back. But Mom, that's a giveaway. Okay? You are not getting that one. Anyway, but with Marlo, she just shoots so low and it's like, it's unprovoked. That's the thing. That's my only issue. If it's unprovoked, that's when I got a problem with it. But if you're poking somebody and they chop your head off, that's on you. You shouldn't have poked. Marlo, don't nobody be poking.
But that's her trauma.
That's what I think it is. That's what I think it is.
She needs to really deal with.
I think she's like in the foster care system when she argues.
She needs to deal with, and you said that earlier, that she goes back there and she's fighting. And she needs to really deal with that because she'll never have friends as long as she keeps on digging that up. And it's sad to see her there, you know, how she's appeared to have pulled herself up out of that.
Because her feelings get hurt so quickly. But it's like you hurt everybody's feelings. You're getting mad at Kenya for doing what you just did to her, and she didn't even do the same thing. You were asking her about Kandi, and she told you what Kandi said. Then all of a sudden, it's just like your feelings get hurt, and all of a sudden, okay, go away with your fake butt. Kenya's like, what are you talking about? She was like, there's the Marlo we all knew that you were. Like, you just get, it was just unprovoked, Marlo. You asked her what was said. She told you what was said. You didn't like what was said, so you attacked Kenya.
It's not unprovoked. It's trauma.
Yeah.
She has not healed, has not even dealt with the hurt and the pain that she has suppressed all of these years. So when she get into a spat, she goes for the juggler. She just really gets mean and she fights mean. And she has to deal with that because on the other hand, then she feels bad. She's sorry. Then she starts crying. And I'm saying, what are you crying for with all that you just did?
And then she goes back to how she grew up. And even Kandi said that Kandi was like, we're not gonna go back there. Because you can't vomit all of that mess out on people and then say, well, this is how I grew up. But okay, then it's fine. Then the relationship is done. But then you want to be best friends with these ladies, but you're tearing them down.
If you want to be, but as a friend, y'all should talk to her about that. That should be a conversation. If they want a scene, that should be a scene. Yeah. We need to talk to you about that because we love you, but we don't know how to love you. And then you attack us, and it's brutal.
Unprovoked.
But even if it's provoked,
like you walk right by Kandi and they say, "Hey, Kandi, what's up?" Kandi was like, "You walk by me, you ain't even say hi." Oh, I saw you out the corner of my eye.
No, she said something about she was talking or something.
Mom, we saw the scene. She walked by the girl. You do stuff, and then people react to the things
she was
you
coming
do.
in late. She was coming in late.
No. Kandi turned around to say something to her, and she just kept on moving like she was Michelle Obama being ushered into an event. No.
Well,
why will you do these things? You're great for the show, though. But you do these things.
But she don't recognize this stuff because this is years in. Y'all want her to see this in one show. True. This is years in. She needs help. She needs help. And that's something that I talked about last week. No offense to anybody, but Black people, we never thought we needed
help.
Therapists or to talk to anybody. We just sweep it under the rug and move on. But now we're seeing a whole generation of things.
I love it.
That's coming out because people have swept things under the rug.
Young people
I don't believe that she's not a good person. She's damaged. Marlo is damaged. And, it seems like she's acting like she's on top. Yeah, she likes to feel like that. She likes to feel like she's worth something. She likes to feel like she's a part of the good girls. But deep down inside, she's really damaged. And that needs to be dealt with if she wants to have friends.
You know what? I agree with you. I think you're onto something because it seems like whatever's happening with her sister is triggering her.
Yes.
And the trauma is just coming out because on the next episode, she said she threw out them boys, them children.
I want to see that. I didn't want to comment on that because I want to see what it
really is. It could be a mislead.
It could be something that they just took a clip and she might have told them to get out for an hour or
they're
something.
Literal children.
Yeah.
So the sister is triggering her.
Yes, and I didn't agree with her.
Still, you can't treat people like that.
You can't. I didn't agree with her putting the kids in the scene.
Yes, and then talking about it with them.
That
they were obviously uncomfortable and didn't want to have the conversation about their mom.
That was too much. And kids don't know how to verbalize what they're really feeling. So that was too much for those kids.
And now she's bringing in. I didn't know her sister had a 27-year-old daughter.
Oh.
Now she's bringing a 27-year-old daughter in. Marlo.
I just don't.
I prefer the high-end host storyline. This with the kids and your sister's trauma, I think you're digging too deep.
No, the sister drama is okay. I just felt if she was going to do a scene,
triggering for everybody.
Done a scene. Well, that means she needs to get help. And I'm glad that it's coming out.
Yeah.
I just feel like the kids shouldn't have been, because they still go to school. You know what I mean? Their friends watch this stuff. And then they have to face the fact that their mother is dealing with, mental problems. And they're boys. You know what I mean? So it was a lot. So the way she's triggered when she see her sister, it seemed like the boys was triggered too. When they seen that, because they didn't want to do that. And I just wish that who's ever producing these scenes, I just wish they wouldn't have done that. That's why I wouldn't even, I wouldn't review Love and Marriage Huntsville at one point, because, when Mel and her husband was breaking up. They was dragging the kids in there. And I just didn't see, that as being a storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all going through this real life, and these kids are going through this, and dragging the kids in, and he had the kids down. It was just a mess. It was just a mess. And I said, I'm not doing that, because where I'm going to come from, it's not going to be entertaining. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun for me either, because don't bring the kids in. If you're going to do your mess and we're going to talk and laugh and joke and all that, let's do that.
Yeah. But you signed up for that, not the kids.
I don't know.
I do also want to talk about Kandi abruptly leaving because, oh my God,
yes,
there was an unwell man at her gate.
Said that she told him to come because he's a songwriter.
Oh my gosh, and he knew where she lived and everything. The only thing I want to say about that is I thought, right, because this happens on every reality TV show. Even I told you about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I was just like, Kyle don't live there. That house they keep on showing. I'm like, that is not Kyle's house, because I used to live like a couple blocks down from her. That's why I told you. I was like, she lives in Encino. This Beverly Hills lie that this lady is telling you, she lives in Encino. Mm-hmm. But I thought that every reality TV show did this. What they would do is
show the outside of stuff.
No, but they would buy a clip, right? They would go to like Getty or whatever and buy like a picture of a really nice house somewhere located in the area of the show, right? Not where the people actually live, but just Google nice house in Atlanta, and they would take a picture of that, and then they would put it up on the screen and say Kandi's mansion or something like that. It was never their real home. So now I'm like, are y'all showing us the front of Kandi's real home? Because how did that man find her place? That was very concerning. And I'm telling you, if that is actually happening, that is on production, because that should not be happening. You should not be sharing with the world where these people really live. It is extremely unsafe. Look what just happened to Kandi. That man just walked up. He knew all her business.
And then he just climbed over her thing.
Climbed over her gate and sat there on her front porch. Her children were in the home.
Yeah, that was scary. And Todd.
Oh my God. He said, come on. I was like, oh my God, what's happening?
But
what's happening?
I would have just dealt accordingly with all the news clues that came running outside. This ain't the time.
I didn't like that. Because I felt like
now we taking time to film this, and I'm somebody at my daggone house.
I didn't feel, because I felt like the ladies were, especially Marlo and Sheba Sheree. Y'all been talking about this lady, so why y'all acting concerned now?
Yeah, well, they said, let's go out there and see what's going on.
Yes, they were going out there to be newsy. They weren't even going out there.
They said, Marlo said, let's go and be newsy.
And then Ty got everything on speaker. I would have been like, excuse you.
Yeah.
Let me hop in the car and handle what I have to handle. But I hope this show is not showing us where these people really live. Irresponsible.
Then the girl in there, she's not even the babysitter with the hoodie on. Oh my gosh! I said,
Mom,
they got watching the game.
I'll be honest with you. In her defense, I don't think she knew she was going to be on camera. This was an emergency, so they probably didn't showed up with the camera. She had a scarf on. She probably threw something on, just to film this scene, because she was the one that had the information. She couldn't say, "I need glam."
The thing about it is, if you're gonna come to work for me, you got to do your hair.
That's our cousin, though. Oh, you will not go Monique on this channel. You will not go Monique on this channel.
Monique,
because how was her hair not done? How do you know that lady's hair isn't done?
Monique.
Yes. Bonnet. The bonnet bandit.
No, she had on a hoodie.
So what? What's wrong with that?
Are you watching my daggone kids?
Okay, she can't watch the kids with a hoodie? Well, how do you want your nanny to be dressed like? Because, my nannies? Are we going to talk about my nannies? My nanny was watching, had me watching Judge Judy at 9. And drinking coffee. My little body couldn't even take it. She wasn't even giving me decaf. Let's talk about that.
But did you drink it?
Yes, I did.
You should have said no thank you.
Yes, I was having coffee with my grandmother.
You should have said no thank you.
She had me over there preparing back fat, whatever that mess is, and all that stuff, fat back and all that stuff. That's what my nanny had me doing, right?
She resting.
With her coffee. So let's not go there on people's nannies.
My heart is very soft right now. Don't do that. Y'all want me to?
I told you she's still here.
Anyways, what I wanted to say about that is look just like her. What I wanted to say is about that is, you know, that was very dangerous. I just, you know, the kids should be off limits again. She there with the cousin and all that. You know, the cousin call and say, listen, this man is here sitting on the porch. I just, you know, my heart started beating. Like, what? Because Todd, I loved him in this scene. He said, listen, let's go.
Yeah, that was real.
Stuff. Yeah.
That was
let's
real.
go.
Kandi he's like, get your stuff and go. All he heard was his kids was in danger. Yeah. That was a real moment.
And let's go. And,
that was a real moment.
Yeah, he was a daddy and a father, and he stepped up to the moment. But I just would have said, guys, we got to talk to y'all later. I got to get home. You know what I mean? Because this man sitting on my porch. And then the cops was there to get him. And they said, if he come back again, just call again. What? If he come back again, lock him up.
Yeah.
So
William brought up a really important topic. He said, well, Kim Zolciak, let us all know Kandi stays in the project. You can have this luxury house in a project and not expect people to break in. Well, I'm speaking with Kandi, Kandi revealed people always are trying to break in. That's very true. And that's also very dangerous because I know a few. I know
where she lives.
Well, Mom,
I won't say anything, but I know where she lives.
Well, no, the reason why I was saying it was because I do know one reunion, another housewife said where another housewife lives. Mm-hmm. And it was, I didn't live out here, so it wasn't a big thing. But then when she said it, I'm like, you literally gave people
access to her
MapQuest directions, I'm showing my age, to where this lady lives. Like I just could not believe that. And that's ridiculous. Listen, where Kandi lives, I love it, right? One thing about Kandi, she is about the community.
Yes, she is.
Where she has her businesses is where she stays. And I love that. Yes. She really does give back to the community.
At some point, you have to for your children's sake.
She's from there, though, Mom. Let's
how
be
many
real.
times
people will not live in places in Philly where we live. Will we feel comfortable in those places because that's where we're from? That's where our family is.
Oh, I don't feel comfortable there no more.
Oh, my gosh. You're so bougie. You are so bougie, but I'm just saying places where we would stay and chill at would be normal for us, but anybody else would be like, I'm not going down that block. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's where she's from, so it's different for her. But that's really unfortunate if they are showing where she actually lives. That's really unfortunate. Mm-hmm. Really, really unfortunate.
I just think that she needs to shut that part down because even when Riley was home, they did a scene outside and the gate was open.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And I just feel like,
oh my gosh. Yeah, that's the thing. I think they
film her front door and everything.
That's irresponsible. Like film inside, but don't film the outside. That's unsafe. As we can see right now, the situation that happened with Kandi. And that's another thing. How did he jump the gate when they have you can't get past security? That's so crazy. That's so crazy.
What security?
They have a front, when you go, you just can't get in through there. There's a gate. Mm-hmm. And there's normally supposed to be security right there. Oh, okay. And then you can have access to other people's house. And then on her home, she has her own personal gate, but there's a gate first before you can get into that area. So I'm like, what was this man doing? Was he Spider-Man? Because how was he getting over all of that stuff?
Some of them drugs make you think you're something. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was on something. He was on something. Anyway, final thoughts, my love.
Final thoughts is for the ladies, they're beautiful ladies. They're starting to make some money and all of that, and they're doing really good. And I just think that, because it got into a fighting match with Kenya and Marlo. And I just feel like that's going down a slippery slope. I don't like that. I like to see their lives flourishing and they're interacting because, again, like I said, they're girlfriends. And girlfriends, when you have girlfriends that you all know each other, but you're closer to this one and that one and things like that, you can have a great time. They go out together, like you more or hang out with you more, like Monetta and Kandi is really close. It seems like. And seemed like Kandi was there for her when she was going through whatever she was going through. And
the world was with her.
And now, you know, she's gotten married. I've seen everybody in Atlanta was there and all of that. And they're bringing her on the show like they tried Marlo. So they're trying her out. And I just think that we need to stay on that. You know what I mean? Talk about, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly, but just don't let it get so ugly. It just, it's not becoming. And it just looks like production is going for the juggler. And I just feel like they're beautiful women. They got it going on. They're driving some of the most fanciest cars. They're driving Rolls Royces and things like that. Live in that moment. How come Black women and Black shows always have to have a step down? Why can't we talk about what we do? Kandi does a lot in the community. There's a lot that she does. You know what I mean? Kenya is getting into different things because now she's a mother. She's doing things. You know, let's give what's her name, Marlo, a big time fashion show with a big time store or something. Let's do something big for them. You know what I mean? You know, let's do something, because she by Sheree, they were showing material. What the heck? Well, this is the farthest she's ever got with that business. Yeah, so let's help. Let's watch her. Progress. Let's watch her getting into that. You know what I mean? Now, I think they are. The tea was really good with Tyrone or whatever. That was really good. But now she's getting really messy with the, you know, her and Marlo is going to be too. I don't like that combo. I don't like that combo because it's just like, y'all just make each other more awful. You know what I mean? Yeah. You have to have somebody that's lighter in the dynamic. I don't even mind that they're friends, but let's bring them up a little bit. You don't have to have them, because Sheree do all that talking about everybody and everything and will cry at the drop of a hat. You know what I mean? If something don't go her way, she will cry. So I just feel like they need to be bringing some more pluses to the show. You know, I like the show, and I like the dynamic of things, but I just think that the storylines need to go a little, you know, productive. You know what I mean? Progressive. You know, if they get into an argument, they get into an argument. But I just feel like it shouldn't always be arguing. That's why I didn't like, you know, another show that was on. I don't know if I can say it on here. Basketball Wives in the beginning. Oh, girl, we left that show alone. Yeah, I just felt. I can't believe you said that. Yeah, the way you go up for her. I love her now because she's turned around. Everybody can get forgiven. Child. But you know, the colorism and the fighting. I said I wouldn't want none of my girls to watch none of that because it's all fighting every week, and you know it's nothing positive that we're showing. So, well, that's the thing. You're gonna have to have some drama with this. I don't have no problem with everybody was complaining about that. It's too dark. It's no drama. They were having fun in the beginning, and then all of a sudden the views started dropping, and then everybody is dragging them for their views starting to drop. And I'm like, well, y'all wanted something lighter. They gave y'all something lighter. Y'all didn't watch. Where the fans, like their views have been dropping. Atlanta. Their views have been dropping under the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and everybody's making that such a big deal, right? But those ladies can be dark over there. These ladies can't be. So the minute they get into a little something, it's like, oh, this is too much for us. They need to be lighter. There's a lot going on in Atlanta. It's a lot going on in Atlanta. But then when it's light, the people don't watch. So what y'all want them to do? I bet you this episode got over 1 million. Have views. A big party like the guy, what's his name? Was he from Quality Control? They had the big party out here. Stay off of the Jasmine brand. Because what are you talking about? The guy, I can't call his name. Oh, them gossip sites. Get in the word. Anyway, we have talked about all that we could talk about. My final thoughts are this. I like Marlo for the show. I want her to be lighter. I want her to get her attitude in check, because this is the thing. These ladies they're not trying to destroy you. You fight back with them like they are they got a gun to your head, and it's not that serious. It is not that serious. You're not in her shoes. No. Let me finish.
especially if you still want to remain friends with them. If you don't, let the chopper sing, right? But if you want to remain friends with these ladies, you're going to have to talk to them nice. Talk to me nice. You don't do that. You don't do that. That's my final thoughts for this. Closing.
In closing, I would say I want them to get Marlo some help. You know what I mean? They usually bring a therapist on and you start talking about what your issues. They did that with Kenya, and she came back different. You know what I mean? She needs to get her affairs in order because she's all over the place, and you can see when she's up, she's good. Because she meant well. She wanted to give Sheree a party with her friends, and she meant well. But then when it didn't go right and the people didn't show up and she just went haywire. So they really need to start dealing with her mental issues because she can't just keep going.
Yeah, that's very true. I think this. Donna D said Marlo and Kenya can go head to head. They are equally yoked. I would love this. The issue is, look where it gets, right? That's the thing. That was my thing with Drew and LaToya. I love that they would get into it and then it'd be done. Yeah. Then it'd be done. Then we can go to the next scene. Then we can go to the next trip. They get into it again, but then we can move on. Marlo and Kenya would be the perfect, we'd be the perfect battle for this show. If it doesn't go to where it went on this episode, you got produced. I never see Kenya like this. You got producers coming in, pulling her back, and she going back and she's saying, "Try me, B." I'm like, Miss America or USA, whatever that crown was. Girl, what is going on? And Marlo was like in her face, and I'm like,
that crown was.
Oh, because you know about my situation with her from back in the day. Ciao.
But
Ciao. You better get her title right. Anyway, and that's my thing. They would be a great matchup if they could just find some balance.
Yeah, I agree.
Ciao. Yes, I am. That will be, I think I'm doing that one on Wednesday. So look out for that. Oh, yes, that's what she was trying to say. Simply Simone. I think Momma Star is talking about the head of quality control's birthday party.
Yeah.
Why do you know that?
Yes, honey. That was star-studded. And it was in Atlanta. Why wasn't they there with their gowns on and we see them going in because they know the cameras wouldn't let us go inside. But I was inside anyway.
Again. Stay off the Jasmine brand. Anyway, I love you guys. We love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you so much for joining us yet again.
Don't forget to get my book, I Decided to Laugh.
It's in the description box already.
Yes, thank you.
I know what I'm doing. Thank you.
You got a picture of it in there?
No, you can't do that in the description box, but I have links. Okay, and it's before my information. Anyway, make sure you also check out the dossier challenge that I'm doing. There will absolutely be another commercial because, baby, I can't turn this one in. There will absolutely be another commercial. So look out for that. Love you. Thank you all for supporting us. We will see you soon for something else.
Yes, love you guys. Thank you.
Oh, Lord, you are something else, my